All right, welcome in to episode 5, Fantasy and Football podcast. We're your hosts, Chris and Colby, here to talk to you about some fantasy and some football. For this episode, we're starting off with a hot topic. I'm sick.
Yeah, I was going to say, viewers, if you can't tell, listeners.
If you can't tell,
Chris has got a cold.
The sound of my voice.
Yeah.
I'm going to cough. I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to blow my nose. But we're going to come out on the other side.
That's right.
Okay.
I feel great.
That's good. That's good. Dude, you know what? I really hope you don't get sick.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I hope so too.
Really hope you don't get sick.
There's stuff going around. People are sick at our clinic too.
Kids go back to school. They bring home stuff and give it to their parents, and their parents give it to me.
Yeah.
And then I get a couple days off work. Circle of life.
Nice.
All right, week 3 in the NFL. It's in the books. Chiefs and the Browns.
We're back, baby.
In their first game. We're so back.
You're right.
We're the same.
Come on.
Our teams are the same.
That's right.
So back. How'd you feel about the game against the Giants?
We look bad, but the Giants are worse.
Yeah.
Russ
looks
old.
Nothing beats playing a team where they're inside the 15-yard line and the quarterback throws it out of the end zone 3 times.
I know, that was so hard to watch. I felt bad for them, even while being I was almost like, man, this is tough that this is who we're playing, and I still don't feel like we did well. Even Mahomes didn't look good. He had some awful throws.
Awful throws. And so that's perfect because I wanted to talk to you about the Mahomes-Kelsey connection. We talked about this a little bit before, but it just is
it's
it's more than just it's the beginning of the season. They had to kind of change the offense. It's bewildering almost. Kelsey kind of looks around what's going on. Mahomes looks around what's going on.
Yeah. I feel like their whole careers, they had such an unspoken connection on the field. They would just get to the right spot and you throw it to the right spot. So much to the point that now that they're not doing it, it's they're off just by a little bit, and that exposes how fragile that system is of just run and get open and I'll find you. And now that there was some where he was wide open and he took a step to the left and Mahomes threw it a step to the right and it just missed. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's tough. That's concerning. I mean, how much would you attribute to Kelsey's age versus maybe some off the field distractions?
I know. I wonder about that. I don't. Yeah. And you never know, what's going on too with them as well. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I mean, certainly his age is showing this year more than ever, which makes sense. He's a year older.
Yeah.
But and they got heated on the sideline too with Andy Reid. But that's happened before.
That's happened. Yeah, to me that's kind of nothing.
I agree. Nothing. Some people they're like, well, and Andy Reid's just good, we need it.
Yeah. Try to just get him engaged, get him fired up because they'll need him. I mean, that's the whole thing, is that they'll need him eventually to make a play, and so you want to keep the guys energized. Also with your Chiefs, Xavier Worthy, full participant in practice. Looks like he's going to play this coming week. Big game against the Ravens. What do you anticipate his performance will be?
I think, it's not like he's an insane receiver anyway. And I feel like he might be a little limited coming back from the injury. He's going to be our only guy. Thornton has been surprisingly great. But
yeah,
I don't know. I think he's going to have an average performance, and it's not I hope he does better than that, but I'm not expecting it.
Yeah.
I don't think him coming back is going to be some the Chiefs needed this and that's it.
Yeah.
Now on week
it'll be interesting though, I think, because certainly to watch for the injury and how that might affect it, but also what Mahomes said after game 1, which was Well, he probably said it. I think they all said it. Who I actually think I'm thinking of is Kelsey, but they were basically saying like we kind of built the offense for him to be the
Oh,
number one option, and then he went out. So now all that time they spent in training camp with him as the number one option, with that plan, having that offense
yeah,
to run, like I think there's a
that's
good
true.
chance you could see the offense actually improve,
That's
maybe
true.
substantially because now they're running things that they practiced.
Oh, I hope so. That would be so nice. I didn't even know. See, I didn't know that. I missed that interview conversation. So that's gets me pumped up.
Yeah, it should. Ravens, man, I don't know what's up that that game against. I mean, the Lions are obviously just really good, but they kind of got punked.
Yeah.
Just the defense, those
Hmm.
long drives and those runs. Now, the thing that the Lions have that the Chiefs don't have is an amazing, well, pretty darn good offensive line, and then two running backs that could be running back ones anywhere. Um,
Yeah.
Pacheco just isn't cutting it. I think when I texted you, like his
Yes.
speed rating went from an 85 to a 76.
It's
He just
tough.
looks slow, man.
He
He
does.
just
Ever
isn't
since that
explosive.
ankle. You know, speaking of O line, I've had it at my wits' end with Jawan Taylor and his stupid penalties. I
I knew you
can't
were gonna
stand
say
it, dude. And then
it.
not only that, when he doesn't go offside, they showed several plays where he just got like punked, like you said, just
Yeah.
pushed over because he takes. Cut him.
Yeah.
Give me someone
Get him,
else.
get him out
Yeah.
of the building right now. Yeah, that's tough. I mean,
Most penalized guy in the league.
look, man, it's week 3 is crucial. Those 1 and 2 teams, the Chiefs,
I
the
know.
Browns, a lot
Yeah.
of implications on the line for both of those teams.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, the Browns defense, they're
They've been
in
great.
rare form. I mean, they were
Yeah.
really good. That was 2 seasons ago. They were setting some records, and
Yeah.
they're not getting as many takeaways. They had some in this game,
Yeah.
but they are definitely affecting offenses.
Yeah.
It is just not easy to move the ball
Right.
on
They're
them
not an easy team
or
to beat,
score.
that's for sure.
Yeah. All right. Time for the segment. GM of the year. All right. I'll remind you all. GM of the year. This is a segment. We state the player or players that we played in any of our leagues that far outperformed their projections, thus making our case for GM of the year. I guess you can also make your case why you're not GM of the year for players that you sat on your bench. Go ahead.
Mhm. I actually had a good week. So, first off, Kincaid was projected 8.72 and he scored
Mhm.
17.6. So that was
Yeah.
my best, outperformed. But I had some strategic moves that I'm proud of.
Okay.
Kind of based on what we talked about after the trade with Keenan Allen. I
Yeah.
sat McConkey and played Jared Allen, and McConkey was projected 15.65 and scored
Uh-huh.
8.1. Allen was projected 12 and he scored 19.5.
Yeah. And just
And
for the
then
listeners out there, he's not talking about Cleveland Cavaliers center Jared Allen. He's talking
did I
about
say that?
Keenan Allen,
Did I say Jared?
wide receiver. Yeah.
Oh man. That's pretty good
Shout
right
out
there.
Jared Allen.
Jared
Cavs.
Allen.
Cavs
Yeah,
are coming in hot, baby. Okay.
right. I also sat Tyler Warren, who was in my flex as a tight end because I just didn't trust the other guys, and I started Pickens, and that
Yeah.
scenario also worked in my favor really well. So I think
Yeah.
I did pretty well this week.
That's
Proud
good.
of myself.
Yeah, nice job. This week I didn't have anyone that really far outperformed projections. Everyone was right around their projections for me, like plus or minus, which is good. I mean, Gibbs had a good game. Um, James Cook continues to have good weeks, really efficient weeks too. But nothing. I mean, technically he's outscoring his projection by like 5+ points every time, but they just
Yeah.
aren't. I think because of his usage, they're always kind of tempering expectations with his fantasy projections, but he's
Yeah.
exceeding them because he's just been so efficient in scoring and making long runs and catching a lot of passes too, which helps. So I definitely made a case for not a great GM of the year. I sat Garrett Wilson and I sat Omari on Hampton
Hmm.
in
Yeah.
a league, in another league that I have him. And both guys, finally, Omari and Hampton got going with the Najee Harris injury, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But
Hmm.
Omari and Hampton got going. And then Garrett Wilson, he's a tough one because he's not in the tier that I would consider like quarterback proof.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe it's worth the discussion now. The game last week when Fields went out, he didn't really perform well, and that was a tough defense. I mean, they went up against a tough defense this week too, but I think he just deserves a start because of the usage, and so I'm definitely starting him moving forward. And then on the flip side of that coin, I started Brian Thomas Jr. again in all the leagues that I have him, which is like 3 of them, and I'm done doing that.
Hmm.
I don't care if they continue to project him for whatever 15 points. The connection is just not there. He's getting targets, but something is wrong. Something has just gone completely wrong in Jacksonville with that connection. So Brian Thomas Jr., you're officially benched. Until proven otherwise.
Yeah.
All right. So with the Omari and Hampton talk, so obviously we traded.
Yeah.
And Omari and Hampton was part of that trade. Now the question is, did you start Omari and Hampton?
I didn't start him, and he had like 25. But I'll tell you what, that trade could not have been better for me because James Conner, and we'll talk about this later, snapped his leg. Yep. So he's out. So now, and I had Pacheco. So now I have Omari Hampton, and Keenan Allen did well this week, and I think he's going to continue to do well with Herbert. So yeah, I was feeling good about that.
Working out for you. That's good. Yeah, I mean, Omari and Hampton was, I think I mentioned it last week, he was one of the number one buy low players for that reason, because the thought was that not that Najee Harris was going to get hurt, but just that he's a rookie. He just kind of needs to figure it out a little bit, but it'll kind of come along. And typically you need to be patient with rookies kind of early on in the season for that reason. But so that's panning out. Not a surprise. But in terms of my team needs, definitely happy to have Bucky. I mean, if I would have started Omari in Hampton, I won the game, or the matchup. So it's not that I needed Omari in Hampton, but Bucky Irvin's definitely a high floor guy. And so having that consistency with the rest of my lineup, I'm pretty happy with. So moving forward, I feel like it'll work out.
Very good. We both came out on top then.
We did. So far, it's looking like a pretty good trade for us. So we'll roll right into the injury talk. So James Conner, severe, described as gruesome and severe. Ankle injury that occurred. He is out for the year. They were like, he's done before they knew exactly what was going on. Did you see, or did you read or hear anything?
No. I checked that on Monday night. It's Wednesday. For you listeners. No, I didn't see exactly what it was. It said he was going to have surgery, so I just assumed it's a tibia break, because if it was a fibula, I mean, he might still have to have surgery, and maybe he'd be out for the year. But those are non-weight-bearing bones. Like when you walk and run, it doesn't take a lot of force. So I'm assuming it was a tibia break.
Yeah, it was it was probably, if it wasn't a fracture, it could have been like similar to Chris Godwin's injury, just a dislocation.
That's true.
Something that bad. So either way, feel bad for James Conner. He's been a really good player for Arizona. Fantasy player, usually very consistent and trustworthy on your team. So speedy recovery to James Conner. And then Najee Harris next. So torn Achilles, it was a classic thing on the replay. You saw him step back to initiate running forward, and the heel drops to the ground. You see kind of the quiver in the calf muscle in the back of the leg, which is sort of clinically diagnostic of something was being pulled and then something gave, and then that's what gives you kind of that motion. There, he goes down immediately, and then the writing is just kind of on the wall with that. But Omari and Hampton, I mean, injuries happen and guys step into the roles, and Omari and Hampton should be definitely even more so now the guy. Moving forward to handle, handle a lot of the touches there. Next, Mike Evans. So hamstring injury, which did you see his like reaction on the field?
No, did you?
When it happened? Yes. So he was pissed.
Oh, dang.
And most guys are like emotional, which is normal after like an injury that you feel like is going to take you out of the game. But it seemed more. And so you made the note, obviously, that he missed games for this, right?
Yeah.
And so having this injury before is, I think, showed a little bit in his reaction that he's like, here we go again.
Right. Kind of. Yes. Yeah, those recurring injuries, man, they're so frustrating as an athlete because you feel like you do all the rehab, you feel like you do everything right, and then it just does it again. Like, are you freaking kidding me?
Yep, especially those hamstrings for wide receivers.
Yep.
It is tough. And I mean, he's still, I say, in his prime on the back end of it. But he's kind of
still 1,000-yard seasons.
Yep.
But,
So hopefully he can make a recovery and come back and get another 1,000-yard season. So interesting implication with the timing. Obviously, the Bucs have Emeka Egbuka, shout out OSU, wide receiver U, who is arrived. He's already better, in my opinion, than Marvin Harrison Jr. Just based on what it looks like. Marvin Harrison Jr. has all the physical attributes, had the college pedigree, but just isn't putting it together. Maybe, I mean, not a stretch to say that the Cardinals have kind of an okay sort of run team. But Emeka Egbuka, fantastic. And Chris Godwin, speaking of, is actually set to come back now this week. So with the Evans injury and Godwin coming back, hopefully, who knows what he's going to look like, but hopefully that will kind of help offset what you might miss with Mike.
I want Baker Mayfield to keep winning, so I hope he's good to go.
Yeah.
I love Baker, man. I love him.
Bake show, man. He's so tough. Fourth quarter comeback. He's a specialist.
Yep.
With those. Next, CD Lamb. So recurring high ankle sprain. So a high ankle sprain is when sprain is high up on your ankle. In case it was
very astute
what that means. So an ankle sprain typically is down between the connection between one of your ankle bones, your fibula on the outside, kind of the knob on your ankle on the outside, and one of the bones in your foot. So it's a little lower down, kind of right in where that fibula comes down and meets the foot. So a high ankle sprain is really just to indicate that a sprain took place kind of above that. So between your shin bone, your tibia, and your fibula, the smaller bone there, you've got kind of just this connective tissue webbing. We call it interosseous membrane. So it's just a membrane that spans between two bones. And it has nerve tissue. It has arterial tissue that run close by to it. And so you can get a disruption there, you get some inflammation, and you can have some pain. And they typically are pretty darn painful. And guys, I don't know if have you ever had a high ankle sprain?
I have not. I've had recurring inversion ankle sprains, but
regular low ankle sprains. Yeah, same here. Never a high ankle sprain, but from, I guess, just anecdotally, athletes tend to deal with a lot of pain with those high ankle sprains.
Right.
We'll see how this unfolds. Last but certainly not least, we have Tyrone Tracy, so running back for the New York Giants. Dislocated his shoulder trying to pop somebody, trying to
Yeah.
get the hit stick 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
That backfired. So dislocated shoulder. We don't know. I didn't see anything about the severity. I mean, he's likely going to miss a few weeks.
Yeah.
Like we talked about with Xavier Worthy, just depending on a lot of factors, what exactly happened at the shoulder.
Right.
If he needs surgery, if he doesn't, all those factors that influence his return and recovery. But you know what that means.
That's right.
Damn Scattaboo season, baby.
Yeah, dude.
He came in and looked great, didn't he?
He did. It was fun to watch. I'll tell you, I saw this. This is a horrible joke, but it was like he's speed running CTE. He just
Yeah.
sprints
I thought that
and head down.
he just headbutts. He headbutts
Everyone.
everybody.
Yeah.
And he gets up. Do you notice he gets up and he always like kind of
Shaking.
like
he
that?
shakes his head between plays. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, brother. The last time I saw a guy do that, it was Muhammad Ali, and
Right.
he got hit in the head a whole bunch,
Yes.
and it was not good.
No.
So yeah, I mean, he's super fun, super charismatic.
Right.
You know, not a big time school, but played in the college football playoff. I thought he had issues with his head just during the college football playoff.
Right.
I mean, he was gassed, obviously, just the exhaustion from the use that he was. But man, he was taking a beating. So I hope he can have a nice long career in that.
Yeah. It was like the commentator was talking about. He's like keeps shaking his head like he's disappointed with himself. I'm like, that's not why he's doing it.
That's not disappointment.
That dude is trying to figure out where he is for a second.
Yes, that's seeing stars.
Yeah,
right there. But hey, I picked him up in one league, I think, that I could to get him. So we'll see. They got a tough matchup. I should have had that ready. They have a tough matchup this week. So we'll see. And they're making the switch to Jackson Dart in New York for the Giants quarterback.
Yeah.
So
it's time.
A little bit of a question mark, but running backs are kind of insulated from quarterback play a little bit just because all they have to do is hand the ball to them usually. So usage should be there.
Right.
All right. Let me pull it up. But it is time for the Fantasy and Football Coronation Quest. All right. So some more new names this week.
Yeah.
So this week for the King of the North, we've got Trey Tucker. So most fantasy points scored. Wide receiver for Vegas, 3 touchdowns. I think he finished with like 40, a little more than 40 fantasy points in PPR, kind of regular PPR scoring.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So that for King of the North makes a third different winner weekly for that. So still no sole leader for that category. Next, you have the Goblin King. So Jonathan Taylor. All right. So this is most touchdowns week to week, not QB. So you had Jonathan Taylor, running back for Indy, had 3, and then Trey Tucker had 3. So he's in another category down there, like Amon-Ra St. Brown last week. But again, all of different people. So no one in the lead there. Next, we have Hand of the King. So most receptions. That was a tight end. Shout out tight ends this week. Jake Ferguson, tight end for Dallas. Dak absolutely chucking that thing around.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if he shows up on this list again next week with CeeDee Lamb out.
Yeah.
So Jake Ferguson in there. Next, we have the Shield of Rohan. Best defense goes to Minnesota Vikings, which I have a bone to pick. Coming up. Later, I got a bone to pick. But Minnesota Vikings had a whole bunch, 30 burger.
That's crazy.
In terms of the points there. So again, another new winner for that category this week. All right, next, you want to say it?
Sure. The Reaper. Oh, no, I skipped one. No.
Skipped one.
I apologize. The Lysan Al Gaib.
Dude, you're getting really good.
How do you
The
say
only thing
what's
you gotta hit that Lyson with a Lee. It's a Lizon.
Lisan Al Gaib?
Yeah.
There we
See, you got it.
go.
You got it. All right,
Yes,
that's the best kicker this week goes to Chase McLaughlin, kicker for the Buccaneers.
certainly not Butker.
No, not Butker. Um, Again, another new. I'm just gonna say
Mhm.
that they're all new
Yeah,
because they've all been
nobody is
new.
repeating.
No
No,
one is repeating. Uh, Now we've got the Reaper. So most
the
rush
Reaper.
yards, you've got David Montgomery, running back for the Detroit Lions. So what's funny is that did you see the touchdown he scored at the end where he ran it? It was like a 35-yard touchdown or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Okay, so time score situation in that situation, it's like a minute. I think it was like just under the 2-minute warning, maybe.
Yeah.
Um, but you're up 2 scores. But it's like you should just go down and not
Yeah.
score. Go down
Yeah.
inbounds. So your team, you could just come out and kneel it. At
Right.
least you get a field goal out of it. So you do get points. You might still score. Who knows? Whatever.
Right.
But he just ran it in. And what's funny is today I saw that he was on a podcast and they were like, oh, they still had all the timeouts, but would you have gone down if that were the case? Like you would have gone down then, right? And he was just like, no.
Yeah. I'm
he was like,
scoring.
they're not stopping me. I'm getting in the end zone. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So shout out David Montgomery.
Yeah.
All right. And then our personal favorite, the
Mhm.
creature golem. So this
Yes.
goes to the biggest bust of the week, the least points. That's a non-defense or kicker, goes to Trevor Etienne, running back for the Carolina Panthers,
Yeah.
brother to Travis Etienne, running back in Jacksonville. But he
Mhm.
recorded a fumble, and that's it. So
Yeah.
-2 for him.
Attaboy.
All right, that was Fantasy and Football Coronation Quest.
Hmm.
All right, last segment. Win, lose,
Mhm.
or Bush League.
Mhm.
Reminder, this segment, we state whether we won, we lost, or our team lost but should have won. In
Mhm.
other words, it was Bush League. Go ahead,
Yep.
Colby.
See, I wasn't gonna let you skip this because guess what? I finally won a fantasy football game.
Let's go.
Not only one, I won 2 of my 3 leagues this week. I was happy, and the one that I lost, I just suck. I scored like 84 points. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
You're right
league's
now,
tough.
well.
I might have a long year.
Is that the work league?
No, that's my friend league, which is even worse. That's the
Okay.
one that has a
Yeah.
punishment if I get last.
That's tough.
My work
Really
league and our league, I won.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. Our league, I won. Guillotine League, I survived. Family League, I won. With the
Ooh.
league with my friends. With some Bush League. So this is the bone I have to pick.
Right.
My opponent had the Vikings defense.
Oh.
And in our league, the defensive scoring is a little bit different. Where it just kind of inflates defensive scoring a little bit. We've tried to get the commissioner to change it. And by we, I mean like one of the guys actually brought it up. So when just one person brings it up, nothing happens.
Yeah, nothing happens.
So their defense scored 35 on me, and
That's awful.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Now he ended up having a player kind of go off. I forget who it was, but he had a player go off, and so it definitely would have been closer. But going into like Monday night, I should have won. I should have won that in that league. So I ended up with the highest points in a loss that week, which I would rather lose by a million and score 5 points than have the highest points in a loss.
Didn't that happen to you last week too?
Oh, in the family league. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
yeah.
sucks.
Oh, that's the worst.
That is the worst. Oh,
That
man.
is the absolute worst. All right. That was win, lose, or Bush League.
Right. And
Now
now
it is time.
it is time to move from the fantasy section of the show to the fantasy section of the show. Mhm. And
Uh,
today we're talking about video games. That's the topic.
all
So,
right.
right off the bat, I know you have played video games in the past. Would you describe yourself as a video game player or no?
Um, I would.
Nice.
I would. Well, I say I would because I feel like our generation was kind of the first ones to really grow up with video games. Like I
Yeah.
do think some Gen Xers did, but it was like it was a social thing, but you did
Mm,
it like with your friends all at once. Whereas like
right.
for us, it was like nightly coming home and your
Yeah.
parents are like, why don't you go hang out with your friends? And you're like, I am, because we
Yeah.
have online video games and we're hanging out
That's right.
virtually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Nice. What systems did you have growing up? Like, what'd you play on?
Oh man, we had a NES Nintendo. We still
Nice.
have it.
The NES. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. We had like the Mario, we had Duck Hunt, we had a lot of
Dang.
like OG, and we had the
The
little like
OGs.
guns that came with the
No
jump cut
way.
that you
Yeah.
could plug
The
in.
remote.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's
So,
sweet.
so we had those. We also had a Sega. I remember like way back.
Dang.
Yeah,
You
we had
got
a
the early
Sega
stuff.
because Sega was you played. That's what Sonic was on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So we had the Sega. We had that.
That was like before our generation. That was like right
Oh yeah.
before us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, so I have an older sister who's 10 years older than me.
That
So
makes
that's kind of why
sense.
that makes sense.
Didn't think
My
about that.
dad
Yeah.
was kind of into that a little bit
Yeah.
too. So
Nice.
um, that's what I grew up with. And then now I have, well, and then so that transition from there, the first like real system I had for myself was a PlayStation 2. Um,
Nice.
and then eventually with like Halo and all my friends had Xbox because of that. When the
Yeah.
360 came out, I switched over to the 360,
Yeah.
and then played Xbox through to like the newest whatever
Yeah.
Series X, I don't know what they call it. And then I got a PlayStation also, and then I've
Oh
got
wow. Nice.
a Switch that collects dust
Yeah.
because I bought Mario Kart so that I could play it with my wife, and we played it like twice.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Nice.
do you have?
Growing up, we always had the Nintendo systems and we had the Sony systems. So the first one I ever had was Nintendo 64. That's what my childhood memories, a
Yeah.
lot of them are Nintendo 64. Then we had the GameCube and then the Wii U, all the way up until I have a Switch. So
Yeah. Yeah.
this actually I would not call myself a video game player. I was as a kid, like I would play with my siblings and then with friends, but I haven't had a game system since I was probably like in undergraduate school, so like almost 10 years, like
Mm.
7 years. But then I got this last year because there was a new Mario and Luigi game coming out that was
Uh-huh.
like a progression on a game that I played a lot as a kid. So I was like, okay, I'll get it.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. But again, I didn't touch this thing for like probably 8 months. And then I just recently started playing it again. Like very recently. That's why I wanted to talk about this today.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, we had all the PlayStations growing up, all that stuff.
Yeah.
When you play, like, do you still play video games?
Yeah. I do.
Nice.
Much more inconsistently, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm definitely like a binge player. I'll play a ton of hours into a game and then
Yeah.
I won't touch it for like a year.
Yeah. That's gonna be me when like GTA 6 comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it comes out.
Yes. But
Yeah.
I have like some of my best friends, he like goes to work and comes home and plays a round of Mario Golf like every night or something like that. I'm like, man,
That's random.
yeah, I know.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. I
Um,
would say I'm a binge video game player too. Like
yeah.
I'll play a bunch if something new comes out or one of my friends is like,
Right.
"Oh yeah," um,
Yeah.
or if
Hmm.
Bungie's Destiny 2
Did you ever
advertises
PC
enough
game?
to me.
Yeah.
No, I never did
Me
PC
neither.
game. I was just talking to somebody about this who's a PC
Yeah.
gamer, actually a patient of mine, and he was very into. I mean, most PC gamers I feel like
Hmm.
I interact with are like, yeah, this is just better than
Right.
everything else, which is fair, which is
Yeah.
fine. But I don't know. It's one of those things where I don't have a good reason to
Hmm.
not game on PC. The only real reason I have is because I grew up just playing console, and so I just want to play
Yes.
console.
I'm the same way. Also, I have a MacBook. I don't think it could hold many games. I don't think it would
Oh,
run very well.
no, you would have to get a whole setup,
Yeah.
setup.
There was it was Harry Potter. I'm trying to remember which one it was. I think it was like based off of the first book, video game that I played on the computer growing up with my siblings.
Uh-huh.
I vividly remember that game.
Yeah,
Wish I could remember what it's
yeah.
called.
Mm,
But okay, so I gathered a list. I put together a list of the top 10 video games, fantasy video games of all time.
okay. Oh,
I
fantasy
used
games. Okay.
Metacritic as the main
Uh-huh.
source, which is a very popular gaming uh, website. So I put these all together. I'm gonna see if there's any that like you played or we played, and then go through
Okay.
all of them. We can see what we think of this list. Boom. So number one is The Last of Us.
Mm.
Very, very popular.
Yeah, I mean,
Have
they
you
made
have you ever played it?
a TV show
Yeah.
based off of
Yeah.
a
It's still
video
going.
game.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Uh,
Didn't either.
do you want me to expand
Sure.
on that? So,
Yeah.
do we have time?
No, we have time.
No,
Do it.
it's not really that long. Uh, these kind of video games, I
Hmm.
don't typically gravitate towards like survival style
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
Um, one, I don't have enough time
Right.
to. I mean, I guess you could put on like easy. I don't know. I don't have enough time to like if you have to craft something,
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I can't do it. That's part of the reason too why my um, Nintendo Switch collects dust is because I bought what was the first the Zelda
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that later.
So we're gonna talk about that later. I'll tell you right now, I've restarted that game like 15 times
Right.
because I get to a point where I'm like, oh, I forgot I have to like
Yes.
harvest and like cook.
Yeah.
I just want to. Oh, and your sword breaks.
Right.
Ah.
Yeah, I've got thoughts on that. We'll definitely. It's on this list, so we'll get to it.
All right. All right.
Yeah. Okay. So number 9. This one surprised me, which
Okay.
I don't know how this is classified as fantasy. But
Fantasy.
it
That's
is.
interesting. Well,
So
I've
it was on the
definitely
list.
played Tetris. Yeah.
Yeah, Tetris, just obviously one of the most popular video games of all time.
Yep.
So all of these, I should say, are like older video games because they've had to stand the test of time. So I
Mhm.
bet like in 20 years, I bet like Baldur's Gate will be on here or something like that.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's not. It's too new. Or
Yeah.
like Elden Ring. Okay, dude, this one, oh,
Super Mario. This is your game right
I
here, right?
fuck with this game, dude.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is my childhood right here. I played this game all the way through. Well, I think I've only actually beaten it once. Did you ever play this?
Yes. I never had a 64, but one of my best friends in childhood, he did. He was a neighbor, so he lived in my neighborhood. And I never had a GameCube or a 64. He had a GameCube
Mhm.
and 64, but he didn't have PlayStation. So it kind of worked out. So we could like hang out and
Yeah.
play multiple systems together. But yeah. So I did play in like a limited capacity.
Dude, so what I love about this game, it was super fun. I loved it. Open world game, but the soundtrack is so good for this game. It's so good that I will legitimately just go to YouTube and play the soundtrack while I'm like out grocery shopping and stuff like that, because it just gets me in a
Really?
good mood. Yeah, and dude,
Oh my
listen to
gosh.
this. When
Alright.
we went to this like forest fair in Alaska here in
Uh-huh.
Anchorage,
Uh-huh.
and it was kind of like a Ren fair, but just for forest stuff. So it was like a bunch of mushrooms, like people dressed up as fairies and stuff like that. And there
Okay.
was live music the whole day. And this new band got on there and they were playing a bunch of jazz stuff. And it was really cool. So we watched it for a while. And then we're like, okay, let's go home. And we stand up to leave. And I shit you not, like we start taking a few steps. And I hear the guy, he's like, all right, we're going to play this next one. It's definitely a classic. If you know it, you'll know what I mean. And like, I'm not facing them anymore. And it's the
Uh,
first notes of my favorite song from this game.
oh
And
my
I straight up, I like stopped. I was like, and I was like, Claire, we are not leaving until this song is over. It was so good.
Oh my gosh, that's
Oh, man.
amazing.
I was like 10 out of 10 mood after that. Like smiling all day. She's like, man, you like that song? Like,
Dude,
yeah.
that is one thing that like video game music
Oh,
isn't something that like I ever appreciated
yeah.
except for like Need for Speed
Yeah.
Midnight Dub Edition. You know?
Yeah. Have you heard the pause music for 007 GoldenEye?
Oh yeah, that I mean everyone
Yeah.
knows. Yeah, everyone knows that one. That's true. That's
All
true.
all the video games I played as a kid, its soundtracks are so nostalgic to me in the best
Uh,
way possible. They don't make me sad. They make me like just in a good mood. And I
yeah.
always wonder if that's like, I think the music's great, but I'm like, is that because I just have all these sentimental memories attached to them, or are they like legitimately like objectively good music?
Dude, you're gonna be 95 years old
Oh
and
yeah.
you're just gonna be like confused
Yeah.
and you're just gonna be like, I gotta hit the gym today. And then Claire's gonna be like, no, can't go to the gym,
Yeah.
honey. And then she's gonna lean over and she's like, I'm gonna play that tune you like. And it's gonna be freaking Super Mario 64
Yeah. I'm
soundtrack.
gonna snap back in, like it's gonna bring me back to reality.
Yeah,
Oh man.
You're gonna be like, they don't make music like this.
That's right. For all you out there, the song I'm talking about is Bob-omb Battlefield. Check it out. All right, moving on. Number 7, BioShock.
Ooh, never played BioShock.
Neither have I. I literally know nothing about this game.
Me neither. I had friends that were obsessed, but
Yeah.
never played it.
Well, easy enough. Moving on. Never played this game.
Never played
Half-Life 2.
Uh-uh.
Also, never heard of it, and I'm like, I played a decent amount growing up, so I was like, how did I never hear those two back to back, and they're on this list? But yeah.
Oh, you'd never even heard of BioShock?
No, I'd never heard
Oh,
of it.
wow. I have heard of both of these games, but yeah, no, I've never played.
Nice. Okay. Number 5, Breath of the Wild.
Stupidest game on earth.
Shut your gosh darn mouth. Yeah. So I'm playing it right now. That's what this is dead. Otherwise, I was gonna like show you my
Yeah.
link, but I did
By
the
play
same
it,
thing as
do you
you.
mean you cook peppers
No.
and stuff?
So I did that for I kind of binged it last year, and I was like cooking all the time. I was getting all the stats, basically armor, and getting all these, going to all these shrines that you have to find. And then I got burnt out, so I stopped playing for months. And then I recently played again, and I'm like, dude, screw it. I'm just going after the boss. So I've just been like going. I only have to you have to get these like giant beasts. You have to tame 4 of them. So I'm just like skipping every single side quest and just doing it. And it's way more fun that way when you stop like thinking you have to do every side quest.
Yeah. That's probably true. I mean, a lot of games are kind of like that, where you might play it through.
Yeah.
You might play it through a couple of times, and like one time you do a
Right.
bunch of the side stuff, and one of the times you just kind of play the main thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, what amazes me about this game though, the art is unreal. The quality of it, the like detail, and the music's great
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Like you play this, especially if you hook it up to you can hook it up to the TV with
So you get
it's
the
in the
better
slot.
resolution, right?
Oh yeah, and it's full. You just feel like you're there. It's great.
Yeah. I feel like I'm there. If I wanted to be there, I would just go camping.
That's
You know what I mean?
yeah. That's understandable.
It'd be like, here's this pot on this fire I gotta
Yeah.
make. We have magic. We're like magic and sorcery, but you guys still got to eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not about that.
That's understandable.
But this seriously though, this will probably go down as one of the greatest video games.
Oh yeah.
I imagine.
Yes.
Just
And
fantasy. Yeah.
it reminds me, I just saw this today. There was a study that came out like 2 days ago. There's been a ton of studies on video games over the years about like correlation to improved mood, like decreased anxiety and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But there's a study that came out specifically with this game in postgraduate students. So like people going after their doctorate, their masters, things like that.
Uh-huh.
And it showed that it like dropped their anxiety levels, increased their mood, like helped them sleep better. It was like significant changes
Wow.
from this video game compared to the control. That they had some that played other games and some that didn't play games, and it was like this one specifically, which I thought that was interesting.
That is super interesting.
Yeah.
That is super interesting. Well, it makes my anxiety high. So
You don't have to like everything I like. That's fine. All right, next one.
Okay. Oh, dude.
Ye-
Oh man.
Come on.
Oh man. GTA 5. Listen, they're the only people that don't like GTA 5 is somebody's mom. That thinks
Yeah, I was about to say that.
it's
This game.
Oh,
It's so
I
fun.
still have it. From
Yeah.
Xbox. Man, this might make me boot that back up.
It's just what I loved about this is as a kid, I still am. I'm a huge rule follower. I cannot break rules, but as a kid, I was like afraid of doing anything wrong. So I'd like hook up this game and I'd be like,
yeah, checking
like just
for
doing
your
crazy
face
shit.
coming.
Yeah. Like shooting people in the street and like stealing their car, and I'm like checking the door every second that my mom's not gonna come in. Oh man, it was so fun.
Obviously, no notes. GTA 5 is fantastic.
Yep.
Played the heck out of this game. Yeah.
Yep. Next.
Oh,
You're
that's
all
all
right,
right, boy.
Yeah, come on. Oh yeah.
Rockstar.
Did you play this game?
Yes, I have
Yeah.
it. I've played it through.
Yeah.
I played it through a couple times.
Nice. I've
Yeah.
never actually played it, but I'm like,
Oh,
I've just seen so much content on it. I love it.
it's
It's
so
awesome.
good. It is so good.
Nice.
That might also honestly go down as one of the greatest games.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's number 3. Speaking of number 2, Super Mario Galaxy. Did you ever play this?
No.
This game is dope. This is like, I think it's like what everyone loved about Super Mario 64, but with new graphics, new game mechanics, and just like a grander story and such innovative. So you're like hopping from these planets on that art right there, like on the bottom, that's a little tiny planet. And you're like hopping from planets, and some are big, some are small, and they all have their own like landscape and challenges, and you can like fly between them. It's so cool, so innovative. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Oh, and speaking of this, they just announced they're making a movie about this game.
This game?
Yeah.
Oh
Like
my
how they made
God.
the Super Mario movie.
Yeah.
It's like a
Pratt.
sequel, but it's called Super Mario Galaxy.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All
Wonder
right.
if
Let's see
Chris
what number
Pratt's
one
gonna
is.
do. Number 1. I don't know if you're gonna like this based on
Very
what you
curious.
said earlier.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I covered the title. Ocarina of
Oh,
Time.
Ocarina of Time. Yeah.
This
I thought it was gonna
game.
be. I thought you were gonna say Tears of the Kingdom.
No.
Yeah.
I wondered if that was gonna be on there, but it's like a better version of Breath of the Wild, but it's not the first.
Yeah.
But this one, did you ever play this?
So I'm a heretic. No,
Mm.
I never played. Zelda was never really my go-to.
I never played it until about 3 years ago, and it's so good.
Yeah.
It's like the nostalgia of the simple mechanics with this open world and all these dungeons that you go through. And I don't know if you know anything about this game, but you start as a young Link. Like I think he's like 10 or something. I can't remember exactly. I'm going to get destroyed by people who know what it is. And I didn't know that. But you go to this temple and you like travel through time instantly, and you become old, like adult Link. And the
Yeah.
whole game, you're going back and forth, and you see like what went wrong when he's adult, and then you go back as a kid. You're trying to like from both sides solve the
Oh,
problem.
okay. Yeah.
It's such a cool story and
Interesting. I never knew that.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
nice. So that was the top 10. We played a decent amount of those. I
Yeah.
played more than I thought. Especially, I always say I'm
Same.
not really a video game player, and I'm like, oh, I've played
Yeah.
like 7 of those.
Yeah. I wouldn't have expected a Grand Theft Auto
I
game
know.
to
I
be
think it's
on
just
there,
yeah, it's just
but
so popular.
I mean, yeah.
Now, what I
Um,
wanted to ask
uh-huh.
is, I guess I'll go first because I have it up here first. But we're gonna talk
Uh-huh.
about our personal favorite video game or games of all
Uh-huh.
time. I have
Okay.
one. It is Donkey Kong 64, dude. This game, this is the only game in my life that I've played through from start to finish more than once. I played it when I was a kid all the time. And then I played it again in college, and you can like, it tells you how much in a percentage you are like with completion of the game. If you
Uh-huh.
find all the bananas, you can 100% it. And I
Yeah.
101%ed it because there's a secret banana if you
Oh
get
my
all of the
gosh.
bananas. Have you ever played
I
this?
I probably did. Again, my friend, I think had it, and we probably played it some.
Right. This game, what was so iconic about it is all those monkeys on there.
Uh-huh.
You can play as all of them. You can like go into this barrel and select them, and then each of them have their own like bananas they have to find and their own side quests they do. So it's like one game, but basically 5 games inside of one because you're doing all these different things with these different monkeys. It's so
Interesting.
fun,
Huh.
and the music's
So
great.
what with the way you talked about Super Mario, I would
Yeah.
assume that it would have been that. So why do you like this one more?
This one, they're very close in my brain, but all the things I liked about Super Mario, this game basically multiplied it because you get multiple
Okay.
characters. I listen to this soundtrack even more than I listen to the Mario soundtrack. I
Wow.
listen to this
Okay.
when I write, I listen to this music.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
it's so good. Some of
Okay.
the songs
Okay.
are like calming to me. Like some
That
are
makes sense.
preppy and
Yeah.
um also, I loved Donkey Kong so much as a kid that when I was in kindergarten, I used to walk around on all fours like a gorilla. I did it for like a day. Then my teacher's like, "Colby, be a human." It's like, "All right,
You
I'll
were
stop."
you were running around with all the horse girls?
Yeah, pretty much,
Alright.
dude. Yeah, this game is great. The art was awesome. The gameplay was great. The music's great.
Yeah.
I liked the final boss a ton. It's super fun. You fight that guy that's in the bottom right, King K. Rule. King K.
Okay.
Rule. You fight him, and he's like giant. Well, that's not true. Only for one of them. But each one of these Kongs, you have to like beat him one at a time with each of them. So you get to. It's like you leveled them all up, and then get to use all of them in the final battle. So it's
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Cool.
Now it's time for your game or
Alright.
games.
So yeah, I going through this realized that my taste in video games is apparently just like the most prepubescent, like,
Yeah.
that's epic, that's sick,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
thing ever.
Let's
Um,
film it. Let's make a sniper compilation. No shots.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Quick scope.
Um,
Yeah.
quick scope, no scope lobby.
Hmm.
1v1 me, dude.
Yeah.
So
Good Russ.
I guess I would call this my favorite game of all time. I mean, I never, as much as I would like binge some
Hmm.
video games and play a lot, like I never really, I don't think had a super deep connection to any video game that I ever played.
Right.
But the OG Modern Warfare 2 owns like a month of my life. Um,
Yeah.
and I played this game. I mean, who didn't?
Yeah, seriously.
Like when it came
In
out,
our
like,
generation.
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
we played this game
What'd you do?
so
You go to
much.
school. You go to your sports practice, you come home, and you hop on.
You hop on, play with your buds.
Oh man, what was
So
your KDR?
what was my kid? You know what? I used to know. I don't know anymore.
I don't know anymore either. Mine
Um,
wasn't great.
Mine was pretty good.
That doesn't
Uh,
surprise me. Yeah.
Mine was pretty good. Mine was pretty darn good. Intervention specialist. That quick scope of
Mm,
intervention was just
yeah.
ooh. And then you get the dual, you get the akimbo Raficas. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Or if you're feeling extra frisky and you run the akimbo what was it?
Dude.
1887 shotguns or whatever until they
Mm.
nerfed it. Yeah, so many memories. So many
Now I
memories.
want to
Like
play
I
this
can
game again.
I know. Well, they remastered it. Uh so
Oh,
you could like retro. It's like a download and it was super cheap.
you want to hop on after this?
All right, let's do it. We'll do
Yeah.
uh no scope lobby. No
Right.
scope lobby.
Right.
But like a lot of my friends now, we could still reminisce on
Mm-hmm.
moments from this game and
Yeah.
things like that.
This just made me remember. I legitimately, me and my younger brother, we made a YouTube channel and we were doing quickscope compilation videos.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We were like
Oh my
film.
gosh.
Well, we
Yeah.
didn't have iPhones. We had an actual camcorder, and I would hold it while he did the quick scopes, and then just
You
like
were
post it.
filming this
Yeah,
with
dude.
like a separate, like a camcorder. Oh
Yeah,
my
like a
gosh.
little handheld one. Yeah.
Just
We
like
thought we
can't
were like
actually see
we're
it.
like,
Yeah.
"We're gonna blow up, dude. We're gonna be
Yeah.
viral." Yeah.
I know. These days, that's
Yeah.
another thing, man, with this, especially with Modern Warfare 2, if like streaming was a thing really
Yeah.
then,
Well,
with
dude,
video
yeah.
games the way it is now.
Was
Oh,
Ninja a thing back then? No. What was it? There was a guy's name who had a YouTube channel. I can't remember it, but he was the guy for Modern Warfare
the guy
2.
from Modern Warfare.
We always were like, "What if we get in a lobby with him, man? And then then we quick scope him in the lobby."
Yeah, we'll be on the video.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
yeah, so, love that game.
yeah.
And then this franchise, so Assassin's Creed franchise is pretty popular. I have played these games
Hmm.
since the first one.
Nice.
Um, so yeah, I have stuck with them through thick and thin.
Yeah,
I'm not one of those like I consider myself like I guess an OG fan of
yeah,
this franchise, like because I've been playing them from the very first one. Uh and it gets like kind of weird, like video games that get made that aren't like as good. And there because there's a ton of these. And so
yeah. There
some of them are
are.
just bound to be better than others, but people get kind of weird about
Yeah,
like, oh my gosh, this would never happen. And it's like, brother, it's a video game. None of it
yes.
happened. It doesn't
Yeah, yeah.
like it doesn't have
It
to
ain't.
make perfect
Yeah,
sense. Just
exactly.
enjoy it's entertainment.
Hmm.
Just enjoy it. Fun fact though, the hardest one of these
Hmm.
to play was hands down the first one. In my
Really?
It was so hard, like, to sneak. You had to be, like, really skillful because they made the sneaking around part,
Yeah.
like, really difficult,
I
and
guess that makes sense.
they've transitioned so one of the biggest, um, complaints that people have for this franchise is that they shifted the games a lot from, like, sneaking around, completing tasks, occasionally making, like, an assassination, um, but it was mostly, like, very much like intel gathering, like you were a
Hmm.
spy trying to do that. And
Yeah.
then they've transitioned that to a lot more of like combat-based gameplay. So you
Right.
still kind of sneak around, but then they like added new weapons for you. And then it's
Yeah.
like you can just fight 50 enemies all at once.
Yeah.
But the most recent one, I think they got it right. So you can play, it takes place in feudal Japan. You can play as two different characters. One
That's
character
cool.
has like very limited combat not skills, but it like makes sense. Like they don't wear a bunch of armor. They're smaller.
Yeah.
Like you don't deal a lot of regular combat damage, and then other combatants deal a lot of damage to you. So they really disincentivize you to want to do it and play that way with that character, so you do sneak
Mhm.
around. And then the other character is just the opposite. So you can get like whatever play style you want. You can kind of go back and forth that way.
That's awesome. Dude, I have never, maybe like for 5 minutes, have I ever played an Assassin's Creed game, and it's because my older brother Skylar, I don't know why I said that like you don't know Skylar. My older brother, he would play and I would just watch him. So I grew up watching him play and it was so sick. That game is so cool.
Yeah.
All of these. It's
Yeah.
like you just feel awesome while you're doing it. But it always looked so complicated and so complex when he played. So he'd be like, "You want to play?" I'm like, "You got it, man. Like, I'm having a great time
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
you do it." Yeah. So then I never learned. So then it just like felt like I kept like getting steeper and steeper away from like
Oh,
finally doing it. So I
yeah.
just never did it. But I had a blast watching him play.
I played so they released the probably considered one of the best ones, Assassin's Creed Black Flag,
Yeah,
the
I've heard
4th.
great things about that one. That's the pirate one, right?
It is. So they released that on Switch, and I have
Oh,
it, and it
nice. I
was
didn't
like
know that.
really cheap. It came in a bundle,
Hmm.
but the graphics were like pretty good.
Hmm.
I think if you wanted to give it a whirl on the Switch, it would be definitely
Maybe
worth
I
it.
will.
And again, it's like one of the best ones.
Nice. Yeah, I've heard great
Yeah.
things about that one. We were going to talk about sports video games, but
Let's do it
we're
real
out of
quick.
time. So maybe
Let's
we'll
do it
do
real
that.
quick. Let's do it
No,
real
no,
quick.
I'll
Just a little
save
bit.
it. Well, I could
Okay.
talk a lot about it. So maybe we'll just do
Okay.
that
Okay.
next time because I got things that I didn't even put on here that I didn't think I'd get to, but now I can just flesh it
Okay.
out. We can talk
Yeah.
about it.
All right. Perfect.
Okay. You only coughed like one time. That was great. You held
Dude,
it
I'm
together.
pushing them all down. So once
As
we're
soon as
off
we pushed stop.
here, I'm gonna be doubled over, just like coughing
Yeah.
everything up. Yeah, it'd be good.
Well, everybody. Well, thanks, Chris. Thank you for
Hey,
holding it together for this,
that's
which
right.
was
Jordan flu game, baby.
Jordan Flu Game. You heard it here. the Fantasy and Football Podcast. This was episode 5. Next week, we'll talk about week 4 of the NFL. We'll see if the Chiefs and the Browns can hold it together for another week.
That's right.
Talk about all the fun things. And who knows, maybe we'll talk about sports video games next week. So
I think
stick
I
around.
think that's a great idea.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
See you later, everybody.
See you.
Okay. I'll stop this.
I wasn't lying.
Got that on there.
Oh, that's good.